Good morning, Twitch.tv. Good morning to YouTube as well. And, of course, good morning, Mini Motorways. Let's go to Dar es Salaam for today's daily challenge. Bridges require double road tiles and no traffic lights. Oof. All right. That's going to be fun. It's fine. It's Dar es Salaam. You don't use that many bridges here. And traffic lights is... okay, not having traffic lights kind of sucks. But... one business, one road, and listen, roundabouts can kind of replace traffic lights in most instances. The problem with roundabouts is when you use them to handle like 4 different things. Roundabouts can't do 4 things, but they can do like 1 or 2 things, pretty much. Who needs traffic lights? Not me, Sam. Not me at all, Samurai Sam. Good morning. Good morning. We got Sam in the chat. Jer is here. Leah. Sounds like a Goog trap sort of challenge. That's right. Yeah, no traffic lights. Just rely on your roundabouts. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. All right, we have 3 greenhouses and 2 green businesses. I feel like the obvious thing would be to point this guy down here and just extend this, but I'm worried that that would create a traffic jam. Let's take one of those expensive bridges. I'm worried that it would bog up traffic right here, so I'm not going to do that. We're going to instead maintain 1B, 1R. Right there. And there. Just point out that away. Puppy dumpster fire fine. No. No, it's going to be more fine than that, Nix. Come on. There's 5 houses on the map. We've delivered 25. This is already a problem. We've delivered 25 people, and it's already a problem. Okay, fine. Well, you know what? We're advancing our lives. That's it. You're just coming out this way. You go there. Okay. Jared's going to play Slay the Spire or Earthbound. I should play Slay the Spire. I've heard good things, and that's it. I've heard good things. I've heard good things about a great many games, is the issue. You come right here. You go up there. We got blue guys swinging down here. Nix is right. It's going to be a puppy dumpster fire. Okay. All right. Well, that's... Slay the Spire. Oh, Sam's favorite Western developed game ever. Coming from a man like Samurai Sam, whose video collection is expansive. Give me 30 road tiles here, because I had 1. Coming from a man with that level of video game collection, that is some high praise for Slay the Spire. Let's see here. Let's run these pinks even further up and around. Get them going down here. And I think we're going to pull these greens up here, and I'm gonna have maybe, I kind of hope that we get 1 more greenhouse to spawn. That would be most excellent. Failing that, let's send you up there, and then you will go right here. Okay. At this point, I almost want to just be like, you know what? All of the greens just take a freaking roundabout. That's probably not a good idea, but also only having 1 house for one of these businesses, also not a good idea. So you know what? This is probably not going to work. This is probably not going to be as good as I think it's going to be, but we're going to try it. You're going to go in here. You're going to go in there. You're going to go into here. One of you comes out here. One of you comes out there, goes around, comes down here. One of you comes up to here. And we deploy the Hexa Road. Sector Road? Sector Road. This is fine. This is fine. Everything's okay. Everything here is just chef's kiss perfect. This is gonna be fine. Let's make this looks weird. Here, do that. That's better. Up you go. Bring this purple down to here. Can I cut that corner? Save a tile? Probably. Up and down, and here we go. Oh, goodbye, tree. Would have been easier to go up and around rather than cut? Maybe. Too bad. Doesn't look like a dread sigil at all. At all. Not in the least. Not in the least. Give me another roundabout because I don't have any traffic lights. All right, what are we talking about? We are talking about Earthbound in the chat. That's another one where I've heard good things. Very popular, classic RPG. Never actually played it myself, but, you know, it's fine. Here, you, Mr. Purple Guy, you are going to have a big, long road. I am a little bit nervous about running this straight through here because I don't want to mess around with this guy, but for right now, it's probably fine. You'll just cut down here, cut that corner, go into there. Everybody go. Have you all read Eric and the Dread Gazebo? I have not. I know you weren't just asking me, but damn it, I'm the one with the microphone. I'm the one with the microphone and the fastest reaction times because everyone else has to read it and type it. So I get to answer questions first, even if the answer in this case is no. And that's it. That's the end of the answer. All right, so got a pink guy here, and these... Hold it! Samurai Sam with the hold it. All right. Let's see. We've got that, and I have 10 road tiles. It is Sunday, though. I think we're going to wait. Going to wait just a little while, see if we get a motorway or another pink or... Ew. Well, that's not a motorway or another pink. Here, give me a bridge. Okay. So... how are we going to do this, I wonder? Okay, here's an idea. Here's my plan. My plan is that you are going to swoop up there, go to here. You are actually going to cut this way. Now, that will allow you to spawn out here. Great. Once you come here, you'll come right there. And we'll toss a roundabout here in lieu of a traffic light. And make this a straight left. That seems overly complicated and probably bad. It's going to keep this this pink business happy for the short term, though. And I'm glad that these two purple houses spawned, because I was thinking we might wind up cutting up here out of the roundabout, but now we don't have to do that. Hello, Henry. Glad to see you here. Let's run these blue guys down here, support this circle. That's going to be okay. How's all of this working out with the pinks and the purples here? Yeah, this is a choke point. Figured it would be. Okay. So this is a bit of a choke point. This coming out of here is probably not the best solution. You know, not the best choice and all that. This pink house can't really get anywhere easily. Do I necessarily need it to? I've got 6 houses for 2 businesses. Bit of a long run. It's probably fine. It's probably fine. Okay, this right here, probably okay with that. Give me a motorway. Give me a motorway. Just run the right pinks the left side. So, run the right pinks the left side. So take these guys and foop them over there. You run down there. Oh, run these guys up to here. I see what you mean. Just cut these like so and have the road do like that. Something like that. That makes a lot of sense, actually. So, we did just pick up a motorway, which is good. I think we're going to... I kind of want to sever this connection here, honestly. I don't like it. I don't like it very much. I think... yeah, I'm okay with having the pinks come through here and get over to this business for now. But I think the thing to do is maybe have Motorway number 1 come off of here into there. But then I've got 3 houses supporting... That doesn't feel right. What about... We could have... Well, let's see. Maybe there are going to be more pink houses spawning here. Or more purple houses. Listen, if more purple houses want to spawn, I'm not going to complain about that. Like, if you four just want to do that, maybe you can keep the circle happy. Yeah. Okay, I think I've got the beginnings of a plan here. You 4 keep the circle happy. You 3 keep this guy happy. You 3 keep this guy happy. There you go. And now this roundabout services purple's getting down to here or pink's coming over to this guy. There we go. If the middle green doesn't go up and over, pink has a more direct route. So, you mean this guy? If he doesn't go up and over? I mean, if he doesn't go up and over, he has to, like, cut out here and have this really bad awkward angle, which I don't particularly care for. It's probably faster. Well, then you're talking about also running all of the pinks, like, or at least some of the pinks through this roundabout, and that doesn't sound like a good idea, TBH. I think I'm okay with the way the greens are laid out. You're going to come down here. That bridge is going to be a little bit expensive, but we'll deal with it. Okay. So this green nightmare is kind of actually working, I think. Like, we do have a couple of cars in driveways here. So it's not too bad. I actually wanted to talk about, like, a thing today in addition to playing Mini Motorways. It also occurs to me that I never set up Wordle, so let me do that while I have a second here before everything completely falls apart. Hey, look, I think I just saw a green circle spawn. That tells me that things are starting to fall apart. Should probably pay attention to the game instead of just opening Wordle. There you go. Okay, so you're a circle. You can just go that way, get another car into the roundabout. Now, you green guys are in a bad place. Give me a motorway. Yeah, give me a motorway for you green guys. And the thing, Sam, that I wanted to discuss is Major League Baseball and the city of New York and the COVID vaccine. So basically, there has been a bit of a... As it currently stands, the city of New York is not going to allow unvaccinated players for the local teams. There's like some ordinance or something that doesn't apply to visiting teams, but it does apply to the home teams, where if you are not vaccinated, you cannot play in like Nets games or Yankees games or Mets games. And this is why like Kyrie Irving hasn't been able to play home games for the Brooklyn Nets. And since nobody in New York actually cares about basketball, this has only really become... More specifically, nobody in New York cares about the Nets more than basketball. But yeah, nobody in New York cares about the Nets. So this has been kind of a thing. But now that it's getting to baseball season and the Yankees and Mets are involved, people are starting to notice. And yeah, my thoughts mirror those of Nick's Hicks 24. Good. That is good. Like... Yeah, the city of Toronto, the same thing has been happening with visiting players for the Toronto Blue Jays. If you're not vaccinated, you can't enter Canada. So there have been players on the Red Sox, including Xander Bogaerts, who's like, probably the best player on the Red Sox. They just had not been vaccinated because they're stupid conservatives. And now, because it's actually threatening them, they're getting the vaccine, and shock of shocks, not dropping dead. Because it's a fucking vaccine, not a goddamn microchip, you stupid idiots. So yes, my answer to the problem of, oh no, the Yankees and Mets players can't play at home if they're not vaccinated is good. But I think what's actually going to happen is that the newly elected and very stupid mayor of New York is going to waive that particular requirement, actually. Okay, can you yellow guys please cross over this bridge? Because I want... Where are you going, my friend? Where are you going? Dude. My dude. Turn around. Yeah, turn around. Go home. Go home. You need to go home. I need to get pink guys over here, and I can't do that until this bridge goes away. While I'm waiting for that bridge to go away, though, let's run these pink guys actually this way. There you go. You've got to get somewhere. Hey, you know what we can do, actually, is run these fellas over to this business and have these guys come up here. That's going to be fine. This is all going to be fine, actually. Come on. Please cross the... Thank you. Okay. I am short a couple of road tiles, and everything is bad all of a sudden. If I sever that connection, we can get that there. I need one more. Here, give me one more. Okay. Go. Go. Everybody go. Suddenly very worried about the survivability of this pink business. Okay, give me a bridge and 20 more road tiles because we need cars going now. We need cars going now. Everybody go. Meanwhile, you yellow guys, go up there. So these yellow guys here will run over here and get into this business, which spawned in a bad place. These blue guys can sustain this. These purple guys are happy. Okay, everybody's happy except these pinks. Now, can these pinks get there in order to keep this alive? They damn well better, because I don't have a plan B. I really don't have a plan B right now. So, everybody go. Come on. Come on. Come here. Come here. You can do it. You can do it. I think we're okay. I think we're okay. I think we're okay. Boom. Boom. Just keep that clock ticking down. You don't have to actually save it now. It's okay. It's okay. It went back into the danger zone for just a second, but now look at all of those pins ticking away. Look at all of those pins ticking away. Okay. Okay. Pink business is fine. You, Mr. Purple Guy, are fine. Okay. You there, join the party. You there, join the party. Okay. So yes, my answer to the problem of, oh no, those Yankees and Mets players can't play if they're not vaccinated is good. They shouldn't be members of society if they're not going to participate in society. But the real thing that's going to happen is that the esteemed Mayor, His Honor, Mayor Adams, is going to lift the requirement, and everything's going to be bad, actually. Anyway, I think I can draw this yellow bridge differently. You know, I'm not going to do it now because I need more road, but yeah, give me another roundabout in case I ever wind up needing that. I'm going to kill this bridge, and instead we're going to draw this bridge. We're going to run that down there, and then these greens are going to be able to go in here, and I'm going to move this motorway such that it supports the circle instead of that square, and we're going to redraw these to be support for the squares. So that's going to be 5 greenhouses dedicated to this circle rather than 6 greenhouses sharing the circle and a square. I think that's going to be better. I think that's going to do better. This is probably the biggest, stupidest roundabout I've ever drawn that actually works. Which is a neat little accomplishment, if I do say so myself. Okay, now this circle got a little bit mad because its traffic flow got torn away, but now it's got 10 cars flowing through it. He's better than Rudy. I mean, maybe. Like, 2022 Eric Adams is probably a better politician and decenter person than 2022 Rudy Giuliani. I am not a New Yorker. I will not pretend to speak to, 2022 Eric Adams versus 1990s/2001 Rudy Giuliani. I do recall that Mr. Giuliani had quite the reputation, though. So, who knows? Point is, I was going to say get your vaccine, but honestly, at this point, unless you have a really good, legitimate medical reason, if you're not vaccinated already, just fuck off. We're done. We're done. We're done with this whole you thing. We're just done. All right, how are we going to get these blue guys over to here? It's a good and worthwhile question, to which I have no immediate answer. What I don't want to do is run anything out of this roundabout, because I'm afraid that these blue guys will just cut through this parking lot and get over to here. That's not a thing that we want. However, I only have 7 road tiles too. This is a problem. This is not a happy situation right now. Got plenty of greens. One more green for the circle motorway. You'll need him eventually. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Let's just do that. Redraw that green road just a little bit. Thank you, Nix. Let's just wait until the weekend and see what the spawns are. I might be able to pull... Like, if we get a motorway... Okay, yeah, we're going to get a motorway, and this is going to be fine. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to refocus these purples. These purples are actually going to come down this way, I think. Yeah, you're just going to come this way. Matter of fact, you don't even have to be... Yeah, you can just do this. And, hey. Hey now. Boop, boop, boop. Get rid of all of this. And now all of these blue guys right here can hop on motorway number 3 and just go straight into there. Nice and simple. Everybody go. Okay. Nix from Hades and I got married. Oh no. No. No, Sam, no. Oh god. Let's what are we doing here? We got a pink guy. You need to... I need to get pinks up to there somehow. But I can't... You know, if I... Hold on. If I redraw these 3 pink guys right here, right? If I borrow those 3, that means you're the base of the thing. It means I can run you in like this, and that'll be okay. That also means... Actually, no, I don't want to do that. I want to do this, which gets the same number of tiles there. But I can run these purples down to here. These pinks cut up this way, like so. You'll go there, and we'll actually sever these blues, run you down toward the circle, and run you, and you up, over, and around once I get a few road tiles back. That's going to be fine. We're going to run these guys around. You're going to come up through here. Everything's going to be fine. Everybody go. Give me more road tiles back. Please give me more road tiles back. Thank you. Okay, so now the blues get back up here. They're A-okay. Can I get like one more road tile back, please? No? Okay, fine. I don't know why that's showing up as quote number 0, but hey. Actually, wait, the quote thing's just broken. Because he did quote fine and came back with that thing. That's weird. Nightbot, are you feeling well? But okay, we're up over 1,000. We are actually, for the most part, maintaining maintaining road. We're maintaining one business, one road for the most-ish part. Not the entire part, but a lot of the part. Green single into the roundabout can save you 2 tiles. Ah, you mean this guy right here? Yes. Yes, I can get back a couple of road tiles. That's probably fine. You know, I don't necessarily want to have a ton of guys spawning on this road, but one more house is fine. Yeah, one more house is not a big deal. Let's take another bridge, because I might fit one more roundabout in somewhere, but I can't really see where I would fit 2. Let's see here. You know, I have a whole bunch of green guys here that aren't doing anything. I'm worried that these green businesses are going to need more help. Top left purple neighborhood can face downward. These guys can run this-ish way? Yeah, you're right. That's probably a thing that's worth doing. You know, you can say cut this way, do that, and we kill all of this. Just scoot you out of this neighborhood right here. Sure. There we go. Thank you, Henry. All right. Let's do a quick check-in. So this purple circle, cars and driveways, it's fine. This purple square, cars and driveways, it's fine. This purple square down here, a couple of cars and driveways, it's not too bad. Samurai Sam wants to know the top 3 cities that the _Goog has visited. Off the top of my head, I'm going to say number 3 is Toronto, number 2 is Chicago, and number 1 is New York. I haven't spent a huge amount of time in any of them, but I'm one of those annoying people who is just utterly fascinated by just the concept of New York City. It seems really cool, and I've always enjoyed it when I've been there. So yeah, I really like whenever I'm in New York. Chicago, I've been a couple of times, and it was really fun. Toronto was really cool. I was only in Toronto once. I went to Toronto one time for a WWE show, and it was really cool. I enjoyed Toronto a lot. I'd like to go back, but, you know, it's a long drive, and I'm lazy. Wrigley Field was not fun. I did not enjoy going to Wrigley Field. I do not plan to go back. But in general, Wrigley Field, you know, Chicago was fine. The city is more than its worst baseball stadium. For instance, its better baseball stadium, US Cellular, I think is the name of the park the White Sox play in. That's a good place to watch a ball game. Now then, this pink house down here got really mad for a second, which is weird. There were indeed these 2 more pinks for the roundabout right here, so thank you for that, Nicole. What do we got? This whole pink thing, yeah, these pinks are starting to become a disaster, actually. Can I 1B1R this? Actually. Can I, oh, PNC Park is beautiful. Honestly, Pittsburgh might make the list just because I like PNC so much. Like, I've never done anything in Pittsburgh except go see Pirates games, but PNC Park is so damn pretty. Oh, I love PNC Park so much. That's a strong candidate right there. It is kind of a shame that it's wasted on the Pirates, but actually, it's just a shame I don't have any butt there. You know, I think if I kill this connection right here, these 2 pinks might be able to support this guy. Now, realize, at present, this business is dying, so I maybe shouldn't do that, but on the other hand, have you considered that it's just going to be fine? Has that thought entered your mind at all? No, it hasn't. Let's run a stupid bridge. We're going to bridge these 2 into this roundabout to provide more support down this way. Pittsburgh is a very pretty city. It has bridges, and bridges look nice. But, yeah, I really enjoy PNC Park. But I think I'm still going to go Toronto's number 3, Chicago's number 2, and New York is number 1. Okay, now, I don't know why you're mad other than just it's a long trip, because you have 5 houses of support and nobody else is coming to you. Like, you have 10 cars dedicated to your existence. What is my opinion on Boston? I think I would like Boston more if I lived in Boston. As a person who can only get to Boston by either taking a 1-hour train ride or driving, it's a very difficult city to love. But again, if I lived in Boston and I regularly, if I learned the layout of the city and took the train more often, I would probably really like Boston. As it is, I cannot say that I'm a fan. It's not bad. I've never had a horrible time in Boston, but Boston is not terribly special. It is, in fact, quite annoying at times. All right, now, with the more dedicated support, are these pinks going to be able to keep up with demand? Maybe. The pinks are just so angry today. Give me 30 more road tiles. What can I do about this? Do I have any pinks that aren't used anywhere? I don't think so. Have you been to Citi Field? I like Citi Field. Citi Field is a really good experience. If you are going to New York and you want to see a baseball game, and you only have time to see one, or your priority is seeing a better baseball game, having a better baseball experience, Citi Field is much better than Yankee Stadium, in my opinion. Hello, a forgotten donut. It's always a good morning or perhaps a good evening with the _ Goog. Thank you for that. Let's see here. Was parked for 10 minutes in Boston once and didn't know it. Yeah. Boston is very busy, and you can tell that it is a city that was designed in it's a city that was never designed is the problem. It's a city that just kind of sprang up fully formed in the Hey, I have a question. Where are you You're cutting through this parking lot to get to here, aren't you, you monster? Yeah, fine. But yeah, Boston is quite clearly a city that sprung up in the 1600s and has just kind of adapted, which is not great. All right, so question again, how do I save these pink businesses? I don't know that I can, because I've got all of these guys here. The road just turned into a parking lane. Traffic had been so evil. Oh, that sounds like a thing that happens in Boston. Yeah, I don't have anything else. I don't have anything to add there. I have this one pink house. Is there any way I can get this one pink house to be... No. Would this one pink house actually make a difference? Probably not. Fuck. Well, there's this guy, but this guy is technically helping out this, which is weird and bad and dumb, but it's not like I'm going to stop someone from helping this guy right now. Yeah, I think the only thing I can do is just hope that these pinks can keep up somehow. They're not going to be able to. This is just going to run out. This fact is this. I said fact, but yeah, this pink right here is going to be the death of me. But hey, we got up over 1,600. We got up over 1,625 commuters in Dar es Salaam. Top 20%. We take those. Better than Fishingworth, not quite as good as Samurai Sam. A Forgotten Donut would like to hear a true fact about WCW, long dead wrestling organization, World Championship Wrestling. Let's do this very quick. So, last night, during the Outer World stream, we told the story about how Kevin Sullivan booked his own divorce, in that he created a wrestling storyline wherein he was a dick to his wife Nancy, who left him for Chris Benoit, and then in real life, Kevin Sullivan's wife Nancy left him for Chris Benoit. Here is another true fact about WCW that is also a story about Kevin Sullivan and Chris Benoit. So the year is 2000. It is January of 2000. Kevin Sullivan is no longer the head booker of WCW. He's been removed for a few years now. Okay? In fact, Vince Russo has been the head booker of WCW, and he's been fucking terrible. He took over sometime in 98 or 99 and was absolutely horrible. He put business in the tank and indeed set WCW on its course to ruin. So in January of 2000, WCW's upper management fired Vince Russo. They removed him as the head of creative. And they installed Kevin Sullivan as the head of creative. After, several years of not being involved in creative, they brought back Kevin Sullivan and were like, here, you're in charge of creative. Okay? Kevin Sullivan fucking hated Chris Benoit. Yes, I did just discuss Vince Russo without saying bro even the once. Kevin Sullivan and Chris Benoit fucking hated each other because of the whole, booked his own divorce thing. As it happens, the last thing that Vince Russo did as head booker was set up a world title tournament, and the finals of that tournament had already been set. It was going to be Sid Vicious versus Chris Benoit for the WCW World Championship at the main event of their next pay-per-view. I think it was called Mayhem. Don't quote me on that. But the main event of the pay-per-view is Sid versus Benoit for the world title. Benoit's contract is coming up. Okay? So, as a semi-competent wrestling organization would do, WCW wants to re-sign Chris Benoit, because remember, it's 2000, things haven't happened yet. So Chris Benoit, this great wrestler, is in the main event of your next pay-per-view for the world title, and his contract is coming up. It is, in fact, due to expire in, the day after. The day of the show is his last day, right? And Chris Benoit says, look, I am not going to re-sign with you if Kevin Sullivan is the head booker. And WCW says, please re-sign with us. And Chris Benoit says, is Kevin Sullivan the head booker? And WCW says yes. And Chris Benoit says no. And WCW says, we'll give you the world title. And Chris Benoit says, is Kevin Sullivan still going to be the head booker? And WCW says yes. And Chris Benoit says no. How often does planned stuff in wrestling not actually go as planned for whatever reason? That is a question that I will have to go into further detail on in a later stream, because I do have a hard out in 10 minutes. And we want to do the Wordle. Short answer is very often, it is very, very, very rare for things to be 100% as scripted. It is also very, very, very rare for someone to, on air with no prompting, totally go off book. It's kind of like more structured improv, usually, when it's good. But, things, rare and horrible and strange, unexpected things do happen. And, there are histories of that. But it's generally speaking, usually minor. Usually minor. Sometimes things get really bad, especially in a match, a guy will botch a move or something, and then you can really notice it. But so Chris Benoit is in the main event of the pay-per-view for the world title. A guy passing out in a match he's supposed to win, that has happened. There was one instance, the most famous instance, not exactly like this, but Steve Austin was wrestling Owen Hart in a pay-per-view match for a title, and Austin was supposed to win. And during the match, Owen gave Austin a pile driver and just compressed his neck, broke his neck. Austin could barely move. It's a fucking miracle that he could walk. But he was supposed to win. So everybody just kind of looked around and did nothing. And what eventually happened is that Austin was able to, somehow, with a fucking broken neck, reach over and grab Owen and kind of turn him over into something that looked like a cradle, and Owen just laid down and let himself get pinned, because after all, Austin was supposed to win. So that's an example of that. Plenty of things like that have happened, good and bad and all sorts of like that. But anyway, I'm sorry. Back to the original story. So Chris Benoit's in the main event of the pay-per-view, and he's facing Sid for the WCW title, and his contract expires at midnight that night, okay? Now, Chris Benoit is a professional. He is going to do what the people in charge tell him to do. So, they booked the match for Chris Benoit to win. And, as a fan, if you didn't know any of this, it's a great story because Chris Benoit is this fantastic wrestler who had been held down because of his size and wasn't very popular because he didn't have a ton of charisma, but the more you watched him work, the more that you saw that he was fucking great, and here he is winning the world title, and it's great and fantastic, okay? So Chris Benoit wins the world title, and his contract is due to expire at midnight, and WCW says, "Hey, Chris, you just won the world title. See? We really care about you and want to push you as a big star. Please sign this contract extension." And Chris Benoit says, "Is Kevin Sullivan the head booker?" And WCW says, "Yes." And Chris Benoit says no. And he says, "Hey, thanks for the belt. Here's your belt." And he gives them, like, he doesn't keep the title or anything, obviously. He, returns his working equipment, the WCW World Championship belt. He hands it back, and he fucking walks out, and he leaves, and he's on Raw the next night because his contract expired, and he was a free agent. WCW put their world title on a guy who was on his last day with the company and had already refused to sign a contract extension in the hopes that putting their world title on the guy would inspire him to sign the contract extension. And then he didn't. And so the very next night on Raw, the reigning, undefeated WCW World Champion, who had just won the pay-per-view, who had just won the title on pay-per-view the night before, was on Raw! Because WCW was dumb. That is a true fact. A true fact about World Championship Wrestling. WCW was stupid. Great is a good opening word. Let's burn through this Wordle. It's 7:40 already. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, that's a good start. Could it be stare? S-T-A-R-E? Yes, it could. But it's not. Okay. Could it be rated? Okay. So, could it be hater? Uh-oh. Could it be water? Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. What could it be? It could be tater. It could be tater. Tater like a potato. Should have taken an eliminate the possibilities guess. Yeah, but that's coward's play. That's absolutely coward's play. It could be tater. It could be, patter has 6 letters. It can't be satyr. It can't be dater. Fader's not a word. That's not how you spell gator, and we already know there's no G. We tried hater. Jader's not a word. Cater's not a word. It could be later. Oh, no. It could be later. It could be cater. Oh. It could be... No. Oh, play the hunch. I'm playing a hunch. I'm playing... No, I won't hold it. I'm gonna hit it. I was right. 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 I was saying cater as in with a K. Cater is not a word. I was just looking at the keyboard. Whew. Okay, well, that was a fun episode of Good Morning Mini Motorways, wasn't it? All right. For the folks on YouTube, that's gonna be it. We're gonna throw up the end screen. I'll be back tomorrow with another episode. Everybody on Twitch, stick around. We're gonna raid somebody. Back in a sec.